Of yet another customer pick, 4.7 stars. 95% of the reviews are perfect 4 and 5 stars. It is the new Astaxanthin. And let me go through the savings on each one. Here again, just a couple of hundred available in each one of the sizes that we have available. So the 30 capsules, a $3 savings. The 60 capsules, you're saving $15. The 180, you're saving, you're saving $15. The 360, you are saving $30 today. Made from all natural marine algae. And I tell you, you have to see the capsule. I mean, because this is one of the things that we love so much about and all of Andrew's supplements is that they are so easy to swallow. Look at the size of it. No gigantic horse pills, guaranteed gentle to even the most sensitive stomachs. As I look up, already over 120 have been spoken for. Another really powerful antioxidant. And this is another one when you go to hsn.com and you have the opportunity to read the reviews, as we mentioned, almost perfect 5-star reviews across the board. Matter of fact, 85% of them are all perfect 5-star reviews.
Well, yeah, it's 95% 4 and 5-star reviews. Truly a remarkable product. It's if we look at the capsule, that color of the capsule kind of belies a little bit the color of the ingredient. It's so concentrated in the capsule that it almost looks like a kind of a brick red. It almost looks black, but it isn't. It's just a dark orange red. And what's interesting, that if you look at the label of the product, and I know that label has gotten a lot of people kind of scratching their head going, why does he have flamingos on the product? That's pretty strange. This is something that's supposed to be remarkably healthy for our eyes. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. It can exert its protective benefits on our brain. Why are there flamingos on the label of the product? And the reason why is those flamingos are pink flamingos. Why are flamingos pink? They're pink because of astaxanthin. Why are shrimp and lobster, crab, why are they orangish pink? They're also orangish pink because of astaxanthin. It's the same pigmented carotenoid, and the reason why they are is because they all eat a microalgae that contains that pigment, and that pigment then is the pigment that colors the flamingos or the shrimp or the crab or the lobster. So it's fascinating. That's why there's flamingos on the label. I thought it was kind of a very interesting way to demonstrate the powerful role this ingredient plays throughout nature. And when you look at astaxanthin, the most powerful benefits in terms of astaxanthin, and when you simply read the reviews on the astaxanthin, and I think that's the most clear indication of experience with this ingredient. When you read the reviews, it talks about eyes. It talks about, especially the way we experience today, eye fatigue, that we all spend too much time, and I know I am probably the most guilty of this imaginable. I could sit in front of my computer answering emails or writing things, and I could not budge for 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 hours. How healthy is it to have a single focus, whatever it is, 2 feet away from you, for all of those hours at a time? It isn't. It's not natural. It's not what we sort of evolved to do. So a wonderful ingredient, and that's what the research has talked about, the ability of astaxanthin to help us in terms of visual accommodation, accommodating the changes of focus, especially those challenges in accommodation that come with age. So if you want to consume a protective compound that's protected throughout our body, but exerts its most profound or most observed effects in terms of our eyes, then astaxanthin is this. Astaxanthin is perhaps right there with zeaxanthin, another carotenoid for the eyes, the most expensive ingredients that we put in any product. Literally, of its active form, literally tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram. Tens of thousands of dollars for 2.2 pounds of active astaxanthin. Very, very expensive.
Wow. So again, today, clearly, once more, the value in every one of the different sizes with extremely limited, as you mentioned, just a couple of hundred in each one of the sizes. Generally, the $360 ends up being the most limited. A $3 savings in the 30, you see $15, you say $30 that you're saving on the large size. And please, again, keep in mind that you have that opportunity to have us ship every one of these supplements to you for free, that you have a full 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee that goes along with them. And, you know, as we say, one of the best things about having Andrew here is we learn. You learn more of the supplement. You understand what makes Andrew's supplements different. And as we said, Andrew is, I love saying this, not just a pretty face, which he is, but all of these supplements are made in Andrew's state-of-the-art ProCats laboratories in Henderson, Nevada, and everything from the raw ingredients to the labeling to the bottling. You're laughing.
No, if I'm relying on being a pretty face, I'm in deep, deep trouble. So
many would argue with that, Mr. Lessman.
No, what my job is here,
yes,
rather than to be a pretty face, which God knows we don't do that. My job here is to provide valuable information about ingredients that you'll see out, and again, astaxanthin has been talked about for a long time. But for me, rather than jump on the bandwagon, what I do is we digest all the research, we consider all the research, and until we could find a source of astaxanthin, in this case, a source of astaxanthin grown in a closed system, naturally produced with no contaminants, I'm not going to deliver astaxanthin. So we not only make sure that the science and research is clear and correct, but if I'm going to take this product, which I do, then I need to make sure that this product is going to deliver only the benefits you want and no other issues or problems that you don't want. And I have some great, well, look at some of the research here first, and then we'll do some product reviews. But first, you can get astaxanthin in decent quantities from food. Unfortunately, the best sources of astaxanthin are the really expensive salmon that we rarely get to buy. The sockeye salmon, coho salmon, or Chinook salmon. I know when a sushi restaurant or a restaurant near me has any of those, they're very expensive and only for a short period of time. Typically, the levels of astaxanthin in farmed salmon are very, very low because astaxanthin, again, is so expensive that unfortunately they're not feeding it to the farmed salmon. So astaxanthin may help to ease eye strain and support tired, healthy eyes, may help improve accommodation ability in computer users. That's what the research is talking about. May help to ease and support fatigued muscles. I have a number of charts that talk about the science and research quotes on the benefits to the eye and eye function. Can cross the blood-brain barrier, I mentioned that before, to lend support to the delicate tissues of the nervous system and brain. Helps to promote the health of the tissues of the eye, enhancing visual acuity and eye function. Supportive benefits also extend to the heart, liver, breast, GI tract, and immune system. And just grabbing some of the reviews here. After taking almost a year's supply of Andrew's amazing astaxanthin, I went to the eye doctor. My eyes had improved for the first time in 40 years. I started wearing glasses at a young age with never an improvement. This is astonishing to me that my eyes could actually improve at my age. I take a lot of Andrew Lessman's products. They're all top quality in my opinion. That's from Grace. Most excellent. I went to the eye doctor last year. He stated I needed bifocals. I just had another visit. Not only do I no longer need bifocals, I only need my glasses to read.
That's great.
This product needs to be sold by the bucket. It has worked a miracle for my eyes. Andrew, never stop making this one for our eyes. This for our eyes. All that's left for me to say is one more excellent product of yours has now been added to my list. You keep me seeing better, you give me long, beautiful nails, and you keep my body performing its best. Thanks, Andrew, for all you do. Signed, Mrs. Miracle. Because of you.
That one.
Wow.
You need to frame that one.
And again, my ultimate eye support with lutein and zeaxanthin. Astaxanthin is really the icing on that cake. Astaxanthin does something special, crossing some barriers I don't understand. All I know is the results I see are so dramatic. And we don't add those capital letters. It's amazing. I could not do without Andrew Lessman's products, and I'm thankful he is so devoted to what he does. I highly recommend this product and hardly wear my glasses as much. My eyes are stronger. Wonderful product. This is a wonderful product. I went to my eye specialist, and he told me to keep doing what I was doing. Thanks, Andrew, for supplying us with exceptional products for all our concerns. Thank you, HSN. Please keep Andrew so he will continue to bring us great products. And again,
agree.
It's not a drug. It's not a medicine. What astaxanthin is, just like lutein and zeaxanthin in my ultimate eye product, These are important carotenoids that are concentrated in the vital tissues of our body, and in this case, we're speaking about our eyes. We're also speaking about other tissues as well, but specifically speaking about our eyes. So it's not simply drugs and medicines that our doctors give us, which certainly have their health role, or maybe their role in disease, preventing disease or whatever they do, but these are ingredients that have really nothing to do with disease, but have to do with how we experience life and how we experience health. Because these natural ingredients are part of the healthy way our body functions. We can't forget that we have to eat the very best we can, and in this country, that's not always that great. So the ingredients I offer are the ingredients that would be part of an ideal diet. And astaxanthin certainly would be an example of that we don't get it in our diet, and it's something that our body uses when we do deliver it.
So with almost 1,000 gone, there's only a couple of hundred remaining, so definitely stay in the ordering process, and particularly another great example of truly a product where you're getting it. Additionally,